Hi there, Virgo. Thank you for joining me for your weekly forecast for week commencing the 16th of May. You have a reputation of being someone who's very precise and dialed in to the micro detail of situations, but the planets have been clustering in the part of your scope of late, which is much more to do with the big picture. Ironically, Mercury, your ruler, has been twisting backwards. So you had a situation where there has been the chance to expand, perhaps also the chance to revise or revisit things that you've wanted to do but never got to actually implement, or perhaps things have at times gone a little bit astray. And no one can control completely Mercury's retrograde. All we can do is make sure that we do our best over the things we can influence. Now this week, Mercury actually forges a stunning angle to both Jupiter in your sign, the planet of growth, and Pluto, the planet of transformation in the most creative part of your situation. So something can shape up this week, despite the retrograde, that really can be getting you excited. And that's why when people talk about Mercury retrograde in entirely negative tones, it is important to challenge it. It does help us to fix something that hasn't been working as well as we'd like in the area that Mercury's influencing. And in your case, that's about expansion. So if it has felt a little bit like 2 steps forwards, 1 step back, try to be reassured by this wonderful ground Earth trine this week and the fact that Mercury is going to be going forwards by the end of this week. Now Saturn does continue to provide quite a tricky influence in your situation, especially over your home, emotional or family situation, and because it's forging a T-square to both Jupiter and Neptune in opposition. Now they're seeing us being very idealistic, and Saturn's just asking us to scrutinise the facts. And it may be that if you are thinking about anything to do with making changes to your home, that you do get second opinions and think very carefully that any ideas you have can actually work. Finally, on Saturday, there is a magical event. We have a blue moon. Now this blue moon, which is when we get 4 moons in a quarter, so the seasons, we have 4 seasons, and each usually has 3 full moons. Well, this is when we get 2 full moons, and both in the sign of Sagittarius. The next one's on the 20th of June. So this one for you is very much to do with your worldly interaction, the desire you have to raise your profile, and how that's going to work in terms of balancing your more emotional and personal needs. But there is an opportunity with the Sun transiting on Saturday into the sign of Gemini that your ambitions are really going to be boosted. And perhaps when you look back on this period, you'll see that you've been doing an awful lot of groundwork that's preparing the way for a big goal that can be very, very exciting for you. Now, everybody has different things that are important to them in terms of their ambitions. So yours may be very different to another Virgo's. But something is going to be coming much more to the fore over the next 4 weeks, which can prove to be really scintillating. And it's all about you testing out how much ambition you really have and how much you really want to go for your goals. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.